And Joshua sent men from Jericho to Ai, which is beside Bethaven, on the east of Bethel, and spake unto them, saying, Go up and view the country. And the men went up and viewed Ai.
So now business as usual. Okay, we got victory previously. Now go and view this place now for the next action. Okay, and they came back to Joshua.
And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the people
go. So this is
go.
verse what?
This is 3.
Okay, so that our viewers will also follow. Yes.
And they returned to Joshua and said unto him, Let not all the people go up, but let about 2,000 or 3,000 men go up and smite Ai.
So, okay, good. Now they went to see the land. Okay, and when they came back, they were so confident, and they told Joshua that there is no need for all the men to go and fight these guys. Let's just speak about 2,000 or 3,000 men to go against these guys. So in their sense, in their calculation, victory is by the number. Okay, victory is by number. They've seen that the number of their enemy is less, or their strength is less. Okay, now they want to conquer these guys. Just no need for everyone to go. 2,000 to 3,000 men can do the job. Okay, and then?
And make not all the people to labor thither.
Why do we have to labor? Because?
For they are but few.
They are few. Okay, they've counted the number. They've looked at it and said, these guys are few. So in the mind of these guys, victory comes to them because of their number. Okay, so victory is thought to be by the number. So what happened?
So there went up thither of the people about 3,000 men.
Yes, so they sent about 3,000 men.
And they fled before the men of Ai.
Aha. Unexpected.
And the men of Ai smote of them about 36 men.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
So these people that were considered few turn around to chase them. And they killed about 36 men of the Israelites.
Yeah.
What happened?
Yeah.
There is something that you will get from this story later on. Okay? So that we will understand where the actual victory can come from. Because we need to know, why would more people not be able to defeat a few? Why would a valiant men of Israel not be able to defeat these guys who are few? Let's go.
For they chased them from before the gate, even unto Shebarim.
Imagine.
And smote them in the going down, wherefore the hearts of the people melted and became as water.
So now their hearts melted. That is verse what?
5.
Verse 5. Verse 5. These few people that we are going to deal with, they have now turned against to deal with us. And even the men of Israel were like, what is going on here? Their heart melted. Okay?
Yeah.
Yes.
And Joshua rent his clothes and fell to the earth upon his face before the ark of the Lord until the eventide, he and the elders of Israel, and put dust upon their heads.
So a terrible thing has happened to them. Something unexpected. Something unexpected. They thought like this is an easy battle. They've won even greater battle than this. So what has happened? That our people had to run away from these men. And 36 of them have been killed. What happened? And Joshua was troubled. And then he went down to consult with the Lord. Okay. So that's the good thing about these men of God. At those times, when there is trouble, you don't run away from God. You run to God. So sometimes you must have tried the normal things that you do that works for you as a man of God. You normally will pray for somebody and the person gets well. And suddenly you pray for someone and the person died. You will not run away from God. You need to go back to God and then find out what happened. Okay? You need to go back to God. Don't run away from God and say, oh, it's no longer working.
Can't trust God anymore.
You can't trust God anymore. There must be some skeleton around. There must be some reasons why certain things happen. So many men of God actually, even today, are discouraged in many ways because they've tried certain things that used to work for them. And then suddenly something happened. They lost their child, they lost their daughter, they lost something they couldn't even conceive, for example. And they begin to wonder, are you sure this power that God says He has given to us is really working? Are you sure that this healing is working? Are you sure that this victory is assured? Don't run away from God. Run back to God. When you go back to God, expect an answer from Him. Expect an answer. Okay? So now let's go.
And Joshua said, Alas, O Lord God,
Yes.
wherefore hast thou at all brought this people over Jordan to deliver us into the hand of the Amorites,
Yes.
to destroy us? Would to God we had been content and dwelt on the other side Jordan.
Okay. So is it not better for us to be on the other side of Jordan? Why bring us here to be killed? Okay. Yep.
O Lord, what shall I say when Israel turneth their backs before their enemies?
Okay.
For the Canaanites and all the inhabitants of the land shall hear of it.
So this is the man of God now crying to God for his congregation now. He's worried. What if these guys now begin to think that God cannot deliver them from their enemies? Alright, so he's telling God, alright, let's go.
And shall environ us around, and cut off our name from the earth.
Okay.
And what wilt thou do unto thy great name?
Yes. So this is the worry of most people now. Now that we cannot even prove that you are with us, what would people say about us? Would they not say that they are just making noise? They have been winning by luck or by chance. Okay? Is it not by chance that they've been winning? And then they will come against us. They will destroy us from the face of the earth. Okay, so let's go.
And the Lord said unto Joshua.
And the Lord said unto Joshua. Yes.
Get thee up. Wherefore liest thou thus upon thy face?
Yes, stand up.
Israel hath sinned.
Ah.
And they have also transgressed my covenant, which I commanded them.
Israel have sinned. So remember that there's something that always breaks the relationship between us and God. It is this sin. It is sin that breaks our relationship. The beauty of God in our life. Mostly, it is sin. It is sin. They've sinned and they've transgressed against His commandment. That is verse what? 11. Yes?
For they have even taken of the accursed thing,
Okay.
and have also stolen, and dissembled also, and they have put it even among their own stuff.
Can you imagine that? So, but is Joshua aware of this?
No.
Is majority of the Israelites aware of this?
No. For the sin of one man.
Okay. So, but in the mind of the majority, they will think that the God of Israel have forsaken Israel for no reason. Because they don't know that something has happened behind the scene. Someone has trespassed against the Lord and taken the forbidden thing. Okay.
Therefore the children of Israel could not stand before their enemies.
So this is the reason why they could not stand before their enemies. Yes.
but turned their backs before their enemies, because they were cursed. Neither will I be with you any more, except ye destroy the accursed from among you.
Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? Neither will I be with you anymore,
unless that accursed thing has been destroyed. Yeah.
So sometimes you will be thinking that the things of God is just it's a child's play. No, not a child's play. It's not. It's not. You need to understand the God that you serve. That is why even last week we were talking about the knowledge of God, having the knowledge of God. Because people will be thinking now that these Christians, they go about talking about God, that God is beautiful to them, that God is amazing to them, and God is... But we don't even see all the things they talk about. We don't see the healing, we don't see the prosperity, we don't see all the things that they think that God can do for them.
Yeah, or prophecies coming to pass. Yeah.
So why should we even follow them? There is a knowledge gap. There is a knowledge gap. Our God is a God that works in his own way. He is a big God. He is a chairman. He is the king. Okay? You need to know him for you to be able to work well with him. You need to know God. So the knowledge of God now is where the wisdom comes from on how to work with God. So that is why every day we have to develop ourselves in terms of the knowledge that we have about God. Okay, so now God is not going to walk with the Israelites, for they have trespassed against his covenants. Okay, now that is where we now came to our verse for today.
Yeah. Up, sanctify the people, and say, sanctify yourselves against tomorrow. For thus said the Lord God of Israel, there is an accursed thing in the midst of thee, O Israel. Thou canst not stand before thine enemies until ye take away the accursed thing from among you.
So you cannot stand against your enemy until you take away the accursed thing from amongst you. So this is the beautiful thing about our God. Even though we have sinned, we have offended him, he still gives us a way out. You see, he has given us a way out. And what is going to tell us is something that is easy to do. Just make yourself holy. Separate yourself from the accursed thing.
Yeah.
It's very easy today if we understand this. We just need to separate ourselves from the accursed thing. Those things that he said do not do, don't do it.
Don't partake in it.
You don't see, it is very easy. Don't do it. Once you don't do those things, you don't even need to say all the prayers in the world. He will always be with you. He will be there to help you in your weaknesses.